Nick, like so many other games this year, you did everything pretty well right and just couldn't get it finished at the end. What did you think about the way you guys competed all night?
Well, we certainly competed really well, Doug. I think that there was only one little small stretch. I thought I know Beal got close to 30 there, but it was one little stretch where he got a bunch in a row that were not as confusing to him or as tough. Right? I think we had him turned in circles most of the night. Um, and he had just about three in a row where he got down to the rim pretty easy. I mean, one of them, Freddie got blindsided on a Brooke Lopez, Robin Lopez, deal that hurt as well. But then he followed that up with two more, and then we were lucky. He actually came off our wide open three right after that, but he missed. But I don't know what I'm talking about that for. The guys played their guts out, man. They played with tremendous heart. Just probably needed, again, we had one possession with four wide open threes. We just kept playing and playing and playing to get the ball back and just needed one of those to go, but was not to be.
It does say something about your team, doesn't it? The way they just compete, just keep playing hard, and odds are against you, and guys are out, and blah blah blah, and they played.
Well, again, Doug, I hate to sound like a broken vinyl record that that we're trying to execute the game plans, and we've done an excellent job of that. I can't remember a game, maybe Denver, and I'm not even talking about the fourth quarter. I thought Denver we missed some schematic things, but other than that, Lakers pretty much flawless, Clippers pretty much flawless. Tonight again, 43 minutes of of executing what we're trying to do. And I guess all I keep saying is that's what we're trying to do, man. We put a game plan out there. We want to know if you can execute it, and can we play offense with some composure? And I thought we did that all night too.
When you talk about development, that's what you want to see, right? That's the kind of development that you're looking for to carry through the summer and into next year.
I think you got to get consistency in the style of play. Right. I think if you're going to ask me, I'm going to say, well, hopefully if you come watch the Raptors, or if you turn on your TV, you're going to say, man, that team's fighting. That team's bringing it and putting a great effort in. And then there's some logic to what they're doing as well. Right. The schemes are good. And then on offense that we're taking what's available. And if it's not available, we're finding somebody else. We're finding the open man. And that is what we got to continually, that's who we got to be. It's got to be our identity, right? And I guess that's all we're trying to build.
Thanks very much, Nick. Appreciate it. Talk to you later in the week.
All right, Doug.
Next question goes to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. Pascal had the career high 44 points. I mean, it's been a bumpy season for him, but are you seeing what you need to see from him over these last few weeks to feel good about where he's trending going into a very important offseason for him?
Yeah, of course, Josh. I think, it's for me that he's getting buckets in a variety of ways, and that he's playing at the other end, right? Like he can, and because he is a super defender, right? And that's not easy to do, to be the guy that's putting up, 25 plus, some nights 30, 40, whatever it is, and still producing at the other end as well. And that's it. He's a tremendous talent. He's a tremendous person, right? And we're trying to, continue to build his game. There's always going to be things to add and things to work on.
Stanley plays the 29 minutes without scoring, only takes two shots, but gives you a really commendable effort on the defensive end, especially against Russ. What did you think of the job that he did, especially coming off of that game against the Clippers where he did pretty much the same?
Yeah, he did great, and I think the no points are one thing, but you look at, he's got 5 assists, Josh, so he's making some plays. I thought he made some good reads and a couple really, really nice passes. So it's good. I think that, my thing with him, I think Stanley can be a guy like that we can use when you're a man down or whatever, to go guard some of the best players in the league. My improvement areas for him would be to not foul as much, right? I think I don't think he fouled tonight much. I know he fouled out, but I think he had two or three that were pretty tight. He had one I thought he drew a jump ball on, and another one I thought he hit clean, and maybe there was one pushing foul on a rebound or something. So he didn't have just kind of what I would consider not wise fouls. So that's it. Just clean that up and. Yeah, would we like him to make a few buckets here and there? And I think he's got the ability to do that, and he has shown that this year, right? He had a really big chance. I think he had a three maybe when we were down 2 with about 1:10 to go or something like that. And I'm fairly confident he can make those. He's shown us that this year, and I think he can grow in that area a little bit.
Cool. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.
Thanks, Josh.
Going next is Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Nick. As Doug mentioned, like this is like another one of these kind of like close but no cigar kind of losses tonight, and I was just wondering, like, was this one a little bit more, I guess, frustrating than some of the other ones you've experienced this season, given like
really.
where you were?
No, not really. I mean, Stephen, I think usually I get to a point here where we've played so well and it's a great game, and at some point you I know this is going to sound silly, you accept the outcome's going to go either way. The ball or the whistle's going to bounce or tweet the wrongly or rightly for you. And again, I don't know. I mean, we had probably our best chances with a minute and a half to go in regulation, really. We still had a tie game and a bunch of wide open shots and that kind of stuff. So no, I'm not frustrated at all, Stephen. I'm very proud of the guys, actually.
And I was just wondering, like, have you, like, through the many kind of coaching ranks you've been through, like, over the years, like, have you ever experienced a season like this with a team that's played so well, but just for some reason or the other hasn't been able to finish games?
I mean, I haven't been in a season like this. No, nothing even remotely close, but not because of that. I think that I wouldn't. I know it's really easy to kind of say, look at, it was a close game and whatever, but I think it's tremendous that we're playing the hottest, best teams in the league and outplaying them and giving them everything they want. I look at it more like that. It's more encouraging and probably spectacular that these guys are rising up and figuring out how to do that than it is you sit here and say, oh, we lost another close one. Oh, geez, we can't win a close one. I know that's easy to say, and many people will say that, but I'm not saying it.
Well, it's certainly been your team is very entertaining to watch. So thanks a lot, Nick.
Going to go next to Louis Zatzman from Raptors Republic.
Hey, Coach. We've talked a lot this year about Fred getting fouled or not contact, I guess. Contact he takes. Tonight, last game, a lot against the Clippers. He's taken a lot of shots in the 4 to 8 foot range, runners, floaters. Is that an intentional expansion of his game?
Yes, it is.
Is the idea to get away from that contact that isn't getting free throws?
No, I think it's the intention, Louis, is the shots there. Right. I think it's that's what we've been seeing as opportunities, and it's there, and that's why we're looking at that.
And the other day you mentioned 20 numbers, how you judge shots. I mean, they've gone in pretty well for him, like 50% or so. Do you judge them beyond that positively or negatively?
No, not really. I mean, there's 20 components, that you're looking at. Some of them are weighted a little more heavily than others, but mostly we're trying to see what the contest level is, right? That's whether it's good enough shot or not. But he took a lot of good ones tonight, Louis. I think just from my eye watching the game.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome.
I'm going to go next to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Coach. On the subject of this being a very unique season, have you ever coached in a scenario where the home fans are booing when with your team at the free throw line and cheering when the opponent is shooting free throws?
Yes, I have. I have several times. A lot of times when we played in European competitions in England, we play a team from Lithuania or from Greece or whatever. There was large constituents of fans living in England or studying there or whatever, and I've played in home games in front of almost zero of our own fans before, so I didn't really notice it tonight. But thanks for pointing it out. I just another one to add it to the list of when you write your season-ending article, you can add it to the list of things that went into this weird season.
I guess you weren't the guy to ask for this. Feel like every other guy would have probably said yes.
Yeah. Seen it all, William.
In terms of your players, it seems like Malachi's had a few slow games here. Obviously,
Yep.
he had a great month in April, won
Yep.
Rookie of the Year or of the month. What are you seeing maybe differently in the last 3-4 games where he's been a little quieter?
Well, what I asked him to start doing was get in the paint more and finding people more and managing the team a little better. I think he got back to some quick contested shots up the floor and it's just not, well, they're just not high enough quality shots, right? I think he did put his head down and go in there a few times tonight, and he got a little bit unlucky on a couple of, they were tough layups and they were coming pretty hard and they're pretty big people down there, but he did. I thought tonight was a little better than the last couple.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, you're welcome.
2 more questions for you, Coach. First one goes to Blake Murphy from The Athletic.
Hey, Coach. Not sure if this is something you care to talk about or not, so feel free to tell me no. But just with all the stuff that's been out there about Nate the last couple days, I know you're very close with him. Just wondering your thoughts on that, and what do you do as as someone you've worked with so long to kind of support him during that?
What are my thoughts on it? Well, my thoughts is that it's certainly no fun, I'm sure, for him, and it's no fun for me to see one of my best friends go through that. That's my first thought. My second thought is I'm not real crazy, but this is the age we live in. I'm not real crazy of the journalistic integrity. I mean, they find a former G League player who knows who it was. They won't name anybody. It's a former Western Conference exec. It's a former, nothing's legitimate to me. And that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's out there. Everybody starts running with it. I know there was some section I was made aware of today that involved his time at Toronto, and that was 100% false. It was absolutely a bold-faced lie what they printed. So, it hurts to see him go through it, and it hurts that for whatever reason, whoever's behind, this kind of reporting doesn't do better.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Final question goes to Christos in Greece.
Hello, Coach. Hope you are doing well. How crucial point of the game was the 4 straight would be the result if you made one of those shots?
I don't know. Probably have a lot better chance to win. If one of those goes in, I think that would have tied it. I think, right? Because it was kind of I think it was 3-point game, and yeah, I think it would have made it a brand new ball game. But then we had to figure out something. They were trying to keep us in it too. They made some couple mistakes, and I tell you what, on the last inbound, we knocked it away. It was loose, and we knocked it away, and somehow Neto came from inbound. He was the inbounder, and he ended up with it after we had batted it around a little bit. So we almost made a great play there as well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Christos. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in a couple days.